Gotta get going.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning!
Time for a daily warm-up race. You all do your best now.
Yeah!
Like always, 3 laps to the finish. Everybody ready?
Yeah!
On your mark. Almost time to go. Ready? Go!
Hey everybody, Boom Shakalaka back again with my first time playthrough of Shenmue for the PlayStation 4. We are now on day 4 here at our warehouse job, or forklift job I should say. I guess you could call it either or, but... And last time we raced I did alright. I actually almost came in first before the bastard who was in first knocked me into a wall, so eventually came in second place. But you know, I was pretty proud. I didn't think I would even do that good, so I was pretty proud of my forklifting abilities. And you know what, I'm doing pretty damn good this time around too. They seem like either they're going slower or I'm going faster. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm doing pretty good today. If only I could raise the forks on here and push this dude into the water or something. I mean, that would be great. Son of a gun. Whew. Nothing slows you up more than running into those corners or a wall. So you rarely can keep your momentum going. You usually have to put it in reverse and realign yourself. It sucks. So it's dangerous playing this game here, where you're rubbing paint with the next forklift, but woo, cutting those corners close. Wow, pretty good lap time there. If you can hit the 56-second mark on a lap, because I don't think the course has changed up once. It's been the same course every time, but 56 seconds is the best I've done, I believe. And yeah, it's a pretty good mark to hit. If I don't screw up here, I should get in first place for the first time, which is good because tomorrow should be the last day on the job before something happens. I don't know, I've just been reading up on the game, seeing how long I have to work this damn forklift job. Woo!
Pretty damn good for a rookie. Here's your first place prize.
Thanks.
Hope you work as well as you race. Gotcha. Take this cargo to warehouse number 18. Here's the map. The quota's written on it.
No problem.
This one's a bit further, so don't get lost.
Damn, I have really improved. Can't nobody say anything about my forklifting skills. Oh, okay, so it's gonna be a bit trickier finding warehouse number 18 here. We got the boxes put way back. Well, maybe not. Guess it kind of is a straight shot. Yeah, the more and more I have to drive around this area, the harbor, the more and more you get used to it and recognize the different pathways to get to different warehouses. It's just like learning Dabuita earlier in the game, learning the town. It was real difficult at first, but once you get it down, it's just like, well, it really isn't that big of an area. It shouldn't be so difficult to get down. So whew, not doing as good here. So I believe turn left here and then it's pretty much a straight shot back. We'll see if we can get our raise today. Gotten a raise the last 3 days in a row for meeting quota, so just might get rich off this job in the end. Yeah, certainly. I mean, the game could probably be about half as long. So going into it, I always like to. There's a website called howlongtobeat.com, and they take user playtime and then average them all out to determine how long games are. I usually go there before I start up a new game, just to see what I'm in for. And Shenmue was like right around the 20-hour mark, and I now realize that about 10 of those hours are made up in the harbor, driving a forklift. And there's apparently 5 days, which I know some people have a real problem with using walkthroughs and guides, and I just have never had an issue with it. Never had an issue. And there's some games where it's just like I have no clue how anybody would get past this part without a guide. Like, it just makes no sense how anybody could beat some of those classic games, especially without a walkthrough or a guide. It's crazy. I just do not have the patience for some of the bullshit those old games throw your way and expect you to just get. I really want to experience the games and see what they're all about, see what all the hype is about. But I'm not willing to go through all the bullshit some of those games throw at you. I don't mind Shenmue and like working the dock and whatnot, as long as it's not asking me to do anything ridiculous, like drive around this harbor 50 times and try to find the painting in one of these warehouses, and then you go inside every warehouse and the painting ends up being in the very last warehouse you come across. I mean, it's just that's actually a bad example, because some of the tasks those old games require you to do, I mean, it's even way more ridiculous than that even. So I just, as soon as I realize something's gonna be an issue, I just go straight to the guide. Even when it's not, I like reading guides. Even that's another thing I miss. I know I said I missed the gaming magazines from the past, but those strategy guides too, Prima and Brady Games, and I used to love reading those things. Never bought a lot of them because they were always pretty expensive. But especially for the bigger games where you went to the store and just picked up just this massive tome of a book. I still have my Elder Scrolls. I've got Morrowind and Skyrim. I got the guides for those, and they're just massive. A lot of fun to read. They still do come out with them, I guess. Just not as many. I know. I think Prima went out of business. I believe maybe Brady Games too, but there are still some publications that make them. Just not as many. Like I know I usually see them for the new, whatever the latest entry of Assassin's Creed is. They usually have a guide for that. And those games are becoming massive too. They've always been big games, but starting with Origins, which came out a few years ago, and then Odyssey, they've really sort of redefined themselves, redefined the series. And it's a lot more in line with something like The Witcher 3, from what I hear. Haven't played any of the Witcher games or the newer Assassin's Creed, so I can't say, but based on viewing gameplay and everything and what people say, it certainly sounds like they took a lot of inspiration from what CD Projekt did with The Witcher 3. And people seem to love it. It's not always successful that a game can kind of reinvent itself successfully. But the Assassin's Creed series and what Ubisoft has done with it seems like they've done a pretty good job.
Lunchtime, eh?
And it is now break time. So we will we'll go grab some lunch. Kill a little bit of time, maybe feed some pigeons here, and we'll pick it up when the air horn blows and it's time to get back to work.